Today we will discuss the Apostle James the Younger. His name in Hebrew is Yaakov, and in Greek it is Lakibos, and his significance is supplanter. He then gave to the Latin Lacobus, which in the end derived to James in English. He is known as James the Younger or James the Lesser, in light of the fact that there was another pupil who had a similar name, and he was called James the Greater or James the Elder. One more manner by which they separated James the Younger was by referring to him as James, son of Alphaeus. James the Younger was a cousin of Jesus, since his mom Mary, spouse of Alphaeus, was the sister of Mary the mother of Jesus. There isn't a lot of information about James the Younger during the Lord's ministry here on the earth. The last time it is referenced is in Acts 1 verse 13, drawing out that this Bible verse has the last notice of 8 of the 12 disciples. The Aramaic name of the dad of James the Younger, Alphaeus, was Chalphi, and in Greek it was Clophas, and that signifies father's honor, or renowned dad. As far as it matters for her, Mary the Alphaeus' better half, was present during the crucifixion of Christ along with her sister Mary, mother of Jesus. Both were the first ladies to follow the good news of the Lord. Mary of Clophas went to his crucifixion and his entombment, and she was additionally one of the first to see Jesus after he was resurrected. Before continuing, we would like to invite you to visit our official page, Origins 88. You can find the link in the description of this video or search for us directly in your browser. There you will find a large number of biblical and historical studies related to the Bible. We continue with the video. James assumed a vital part during the choices of the First Council. He likewise had extraordinary authority in Jerusalem, which is the reason Peter sends him to announce his release. Paul specifies him in the letters to the Galatians as one of the pillars of the congregation. He additionally had an impact during Paul's last stay in Jerusalem, with whom he talked during the Jerusalem Council. He acquired extraordinary notoriety among Christians and Gentiles, as one of the first to teach the good news of Jesus in Jerusalem. A version about his death, recorded in the book Jewish Antiquities, says so. Ananias was a Sadducee who deceitfully summoned a Sanhedrin at the propitious moment. The procurator Festus had died and his successor, Albino, had not yet taken possession. He had the Sanhedrin judge James, and some others. He accused them of having transgressed the law and handed them over to be stoned. Another version relates that his death in the year 62 after Christ, was due to the fact that the high priest, Annas II, ordered him to disown Jesus. But James, who was on top of the temple, did the opposite and began to preach the good news of Christ. The scribes and Pharisees were angry when they heard him, and one of them finally pushed him from the top. However, James does not die from the fall, apparently, but he dies from being hit on the head with a mace by a fuller. Fulling mills owned or operated the fulling mill, a wooden machine that acted like a water mill and allowed large wooden mallets to rise and drop. And when they had entered, they went up into the upper room where they were staying, Peter, James, John, and Andrew, Philip and Thomas, Bartholomew and Matthew, James the son of Alphaeus and Simon the Zealot, and Judas the son of James. Acts 1 verse 13.